All right, right now this is game number 5, and today we're going to see Florida and Oakland, Kevin Brown and Dave Stewart. This is going to be a heck of a game. There's going to be a lot of really good games that we're going to see today as we're into the second series of 27. So this is big. So this is game number 5. And right now we're going to go. It's going to be Florida and Oakland. And we're going to have it now. Florida versus Oakland at the Oakland Coliseum. And this is the old Oakland Coliseum. Renneria, Eisenreich, Alou, Sheffield, Bonilla. Darren Dalton for Florida, the first baseman. Devon White, Charles Johnson, Craig Counsell today will be playing. Kevin Brown will be the pitcher. For Oakland, you have McGee, Lansford, Henderson, Canseco, McGuire, Willie Randolph, Lewis, Gallego, and Ron Hasse. With Bob Welsh being the pitcher. This is going to be a big one, and we're going to go. We're going to be ready to go. Undefeated Florida versus 3-1 Oakland. And we're ready to go. It's going to be a full house here. They know that this series is very big. I don't know. My goodness. The initial cam. The 70s is not that bad there. 70s home behind home plate. And then the view. Pitch camera is no, above HP camera. And no, view. Pitch camera is the 70s. And action is the above HP. So we're good. Ready to go, and here comes Edgar Renneria from Bob Welsh. And we're ready to go, we're underway. And that'll be on the ground. Can he beat it out? And he will. He'll beat it out. Renneria with a base hit. To start this game, this is a big game, really. Here's Jim Eisenreich. They're going to steal second. They're going to throw. And it's going to be safe. So Renneria already on second. They want to get an early score here. Here's Jim Eisenreich. That'll be on the ground. Second to first, they get the out, one out. And that steal allows Renneria to go to third. And now here's Moises. Moises Alou now, not the greatest, but he does have 4 RBI on one hit. Probably a lot from sacrifices to right field. Probably going to be number 5, and there it is. They're going to throw it all the way home. He has 5 RBI on one hit. How about that? 5 RBI on one hit. And here's Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield now. And that's going to be ball 4. Bob Welsh here for Oakland. Here's Bobby Bonilla, third baseman. They're going to go to second. The throw to second. And he's going to be safe. They're running all over Ron Hasse, and here they go. The pitch high and deep to right field. This one is back. Bonilla has hit a fair ground ball. It's going to be a double, and it is 2-0. 2-0, and already it's a big first inning. Here's Darren Dalton. High and deep to center field. This one is back, and this one is over his head. It's still in, and it's 3-0. People have not been in their seats yet, and they're wondering what is going on. Here's Devon White, center field. That'll be on the ground. Will they throw home? No. That'll be an out, but it'll be 3 outs. Sorry, I lost track of the outs. When you hit like that, it's 3-0. But here's Oakland now. McGee, Lansford, and Henderson. It's in the first. That's the thing. You got plenty of time to come back. I mean, if you score 6 runs in a game and hold them. But that'll be on the ground. A nice play. The throw to first, 1 out. And a great play by Edgar Renneria. What a great throw to Darren Dalton. And here's Carney Lansford. He's playing third base. That'll be a high pop fly. And underneath, that'll be a catch, 2 outs. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning, Ricky. Here's Ricky Henderson now. Ricky, and that's a base hit. Let's look at the speed. Ricky will go around first. Ricky will come around. Ricky will be in second, and he's going to stay there. Can he get hit in by Jose Canseco? As a homer and 3 RBIs so far this year. The pitch, that'll be on the ground. Oh, didn't get a Renteria all the way over to Dalton. Well, I'll tell you what, we go to the second. Oakland is starting to knock on the door, but it's 3-0. We go to the second. And here's Charles Johnson. Oh, and he's going to be off to the races. And Johnson will go around first. It'll hit the ground, and they'll throw it in. He'll get a stand-up. No, he slides in for a double. So a double there, and here's Craig Counsell. Bob Welsh, not a great day. Counsell, oh, that's what Oakland needed. A high pop fly, and underneath the catch, one out. Mark McGuire with the catch on half the Bash brothers. Here's Edgar Renteria. Struck him out, 2 outs. Here in the top of the second, and Jim Eisenreich, 0 for 1. High pop fly and underneath. And that'll be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, Florida 3, Oakland nothing. Mark McGuire. McGuire is 1 of 12, 083. And a high pop fly underneath. This will be Darren Dalton underneath, 1 out. So in the bottom of the second inning, here's Willie Randolph. So the pitch, that'll be on the ground, and that'll be second to first, 2 outs. So Counsell to Dalton, 2 outs now. And here's Darren Lewis. Darren Lewis hitting .250, of course. It's early on. It'll take about 10 games before we do averages. 3 outs there, and we go to the third. It's 3-0 Florida with the early start. Well, it is the early start. Welsh has settled down, only 8 pitches in the second inning, and Moises Alou, 5 RBI on 1 hit. High and deep to center. And that'll be underneath, and a catch, 1 out. 5 RBI on 1 hit. How about that? And here's Gary Sheffield, the right fielder. He's 4-12 in the year, and he's going to walk on 4 straight pitches. So Gary will go to first here in the top of the third. Bobby Bonilla having a good year and a good start so far. Bonilla will hit this on the ground. 6, 4, 3, and they get him out. We go to the bottom of the third. Florida 3, Oakland nothing. What a stop there, a big stop in an inning. Bottom of the third inning, Gallego, Hassey, and McGee. So here's Mike Gallego, 4-13. Oh, they're going to love that. Here's the pitch by Kevin Brown. That'll be a base hit. It's ripped into center field. And they finally got a man on with nobody out. That's what they want to work with. Right there, here's Hassey. Kevin Brown looking good. Already 1 start. He went 8 1/3 his last start. And here's Ron Hassey, the catcher. It's his first at-bat all year. They're running all over him on the bases. That'll be on the ground. It's showing 4-3. They only get 1. So Gallego gets the second. That's a smart move. They had to run him. Here's Willie McGee. He's got speed. So that's going to be Gallego on second, 1 out. McGee. That's going to be high and deep to left center, but underneath. And it's going to be caught, 2 outs. So it's going to be 2 outs. Carney Lansford, third base now. Hitting .235. High and deep to center field. And that'll be caught, 3 outs. Well, We go to the top of the fourth inning. The score: Florida 3, Oakland nothing. Top of the fourth inning, it's becoming light out. Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard. Games now, San Diego and St. Louis tied at 1, bottom of the 12th. St. Louis trying to win there. I believe that would be their first win of the year. Chicago beating Kansas City 6-3, bottom of the 9th. Colorado and California, bottom of the 7th. Colorado's here. Atlanta 2-0 over San Francisco, bottom of the 6th. Boston 11-2, the final. They beat Texas. Toronto all over LA. Look at that. Baltimore shuts out the Pirates. The Pirates are in dear trouble. They're in dire trouble offensively. They got to hit hard. Houston 6-4 over Philadelphia. Cincinnati 3-1 over Minnesota. Those are two very good teams. Chicago 1-0 over the Mets. Milwaukee loses again. They lose 5 straight to Montreal. New York Yankees lose to Cleveland 9-6. Cleveland's a good team. And Detroit beats Seattle in 10 innings, 10-9. What those mean, we're going to go over everything at the end of the game. Dalton White and Charles Johnson. Darren Dalton, that'll be on the ground. Oh, it's an error. It was a slow roller and Willie Randolph. He looked up and Dalton will get on first. Here's Devon White, former Blue Jay. Devon White now. That's the right field. Way back. Will it be enough? And this is going, and this one is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Devon White. 351 feet for Devon White, and it's 5-0 Florida. Here's Charles Johnson, 1 for 1 now. Bob Welsh. And to take a look at this, 351 feet right by the Gatorade sign. Good night. And it is 5-0 Johnson, Charles Johnson, 1 for 1. That'll be on the ground and a base hit. So a base hit here, 5-0, top of the fourth inning. And Craig Counsell, 0 for 1. That's going to be high pop fly and underneath. That'll be a catch, 1 out. So Welsh has given up a home run. It's 5-0 right now. Kevin Brown wants to be in, save the bullpen. Renneria, the shortstop, to right, a line drive and caught 2 outs. Willie McGee will have a Willie McGee. Remember, he played for the St. Louis Cardinals in the 80s. Here's Eisenreich, the left fielder. A lot of these players, doppelgangers. Eisenreich, high pop fly. Eisenreich, I believe, will be on California's team a little later on. And that's going to be a catch. I believe that's Mark McGuire with the catch. Bottom of the fourth inning, it's 5-0 Florida with a 2-run homer. So here's Kevin Brown pitching really, really well. Ricky Henderson is 1 for 1. So here's Henderson, Brown. That's going to be hit to left field, a long line drive, and Henderson will get a base hit. Henderson can steal. He is good at stealing, and you know he's going to go off to second. So here's Jose Canseco, 0 for 1. You know Oakland needs a run. That's going to be to right center field, and this one is going to hit the gap, and you know that Henderson's going to run. Henderson is around third. No, he's not going to score, and we're going to wonder, how that's going to affect him. 5-0 Florida over Oakland, and here's Mark. 0 for 1. They need at least one of these runs in. Brown struck him out, and that was a big one on 3 pitches. Wow. Called, swung, and swung. That's big. Willie Randolph now. They need a base hit or a sac fly or something. Randolph, it'll be on the ground. They're going to pick it up. They'll throw to first, and he is out. But a run comes in, and it's 5-1 now. Bottom of the fourth inning. And here's Lewis. Darren Lewis, 0 for 1. Darren Lewis Oh, they're going to foul that off. And that's not going to look good, but they get the out. It's 5-1, we go to the 5th. Moises Alou, the DH, 0 for 1. 1 RBI. Bob Welsh now, he has to hold this lead. It's all about momentum, and they strike him out, 1 out. It is all about momentum. Gary Sheffield now, the right fielder. Hit him, and it hit Sheffield. Gary Sheffield the first. Here's Bobby Bonilla, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Hitting .375, and that's his strikeout. And that'll be 2 outs. The thing is, Oakland scored. They got some momentum. They want to shut it down for Florida. Darren Dalton is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Dalton strikes out, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Oakland getting some momentum, and it is 5-1. 5-1 in bottom of the 5th inning. Gallego now, Hassey and McGee. Here's Mike Gallego, 1 for 1, wants to get on. It's a big at-bat, it really is. He wants to get on here. And that's ball 4 on a full count pitch. He gets on, it opens up options now. Here's Ron Hassey, the catcher, 0 for 1. He was a grounder the last time. The pitch. That's going to be a hard shot, a base hit. Hassey will get on. Now will they get it to third? And no, remember Tony La Russa, the Oakland manager, once literally told me literally to my face, he goes, the day they beat the Pirates when he was a manager for the St. Louis Cardinals, he said the way you come back, you don't get all of it in one inning. You just play one this inning, one that inning, one this inning, and trust your pitchers that they're going to hold on, especially if there was one big inning. He's showing that now, and that's going to be a base hit. McGee, and it goes over the head. And the bases are now loaded. So now with nobody out, Kevin Brown is in a predicament. Carney Lansford, third base, 0 for 2. This game could be decided on this. That's going to be a shot to left field. Won't be enough to bring somebody in. It's going to be caught. They throw home. Nobody goes. 1 out. Eisenreich with a good throw. Here's Ricky. 2 for 2 today. Oh, they need him to do something here. Struck him out, and that's going to be 2 outs, and he went for that, and the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's Jose Canseco. Here he is, Jose Canseco. Huge at bat. The pitch. Struck him out, and Kevin Brown gets out of it. They had the bases loaded and they didn't score. Not at all, and we go to the 6th at 5-1. Devon White, center fielder, 1 for 2. A home run and 2 RBI. The pitch, high and deep to center, and that's going to be a catch, 1 out. 1 out, top of the 6th. Here's Charles Johnson, 2 for 2. Charles will get that one for a base hit. Charles Johnson, a good catcher. You know, everybody's very speedy on Oakland. A 5-1 game, top of the 6th. Here's Craig Counsell, 0 for 2. Hard shot to right. And that'll drop. Well, they go to second. They had to hold on. And that's going to be 1 out, 2 on. Edgar Renteria. If Florida starts getting people on this, Edgar Renteria, and a catch, 2 outs. 2 outs, top of the 6th, Eisenreich. Left field. That'll be on the ground. They go to second, and that's going to be 3 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning. 5-1, Florida doesn't score. Let's see if Oakland can have the momentum. Here's Spark now. McGuire, terrible start to the year, 1 for 14. Brown is falling off stamina-wise. Hard hit on the ground. McGuire gets a base hit. And that's big. Now 2 for 15. They're getting people on. They can't get people in, though. At 5-1, here's Willie. 0 for 2 now. And Willie will bunt. They're going to bunt McGuire over, playing small ball. The throw to second, and they're going to get McGuire. Oh, did they waste that? Here's Lewis, Darren Lewis. With 1 out now, Darren, a little looper, a line drive, and they get him. Oh, the fate. The fate for Florida. We go to the 7th. Oakland, 5-1. Now we go to the out-of-town scoreboard. 1 game going on. Atlanta leading San Francisco 5-1. We'll watch that game. California beat Colorado big. Chicago wins against Kansas City. St. Louis in 12 innings hits a 3-run home run. Good night there. Boston, big win over Texas. We told you they're a good team. Toronto, big win over LA. Toronto's a very good team. Houston 6-4 over Philadelphia. Baltimore, the Pirates are having trouble. Cincinnati 3-1 over Minnesota. Chicago 1-0 over New York. Montreal 5-0 over Milwaukee, a good team in Montreal. Cleveland 9-6 over New York. And Detroit 10-9 over Seattle. So we go to Alou, Sheffield, and Bonilla. Here's Moises. And that's going to be a walk. Moises Alou. And here's Gary Sheffield. Sheffield, and there it is. They're going to miss it. He's safe. So they go to Sheffield now. That's to right. Will it hit the ground? Yes, it will. Will they go to third? They're running all the way over to get it. They're going to throw it in, and it's going to be first and third with nobody out. And Welsh has to wonder at 99 pitches. Here's Bobby Bonilla. Big for Bonilla. The pitch. That'll be on the ground. Oh, it's an error. It's an error from McGuire. It's 6-1 now. Florida, it's a 6-1 game. And Jim Corsi will come in. 2 on, nobody out. Here's Darren. That's going to be what they didn't want. A 4-6. And they only get 1 out. See, I didn't know why they didn't just bunt him over and allow Devon White to hit a fly ball here. You need 1 run, but it worked out for him. Devon struck about 2 outs. Maybe that's why. And here's Charles Johnson hitting .412. And Corsi get him. High, and that's going to be foul. The question is, will he get it or not? And he got it. Bottom of the 7th inning, Florida 6, Oakland 1. My cat Roxy is looking right now with crossed paws. Almost human-like. Bottom of the 7th inning, it's 6-1 Gallego, Hassey, and McGee. Here's Mike Gallego coming along for Oakland. And that'll be on the ground. It'll be third all the way to first. 1 out. What a throw. When you look at how long that throw is, that's from 30-yard line to 30-yard line on an American football field. And when you see that, it's tough. I mean, that's a really tough throw. Here's Hassey now. And Hassey, that's going to be high into right field. Way back, and Hassey, that'll be caught 2 outs. It's a new, well, Kevin Brown is still in pitching. And Willie McGee now right field. And McGee struck him out, so Kevin Brown is looking good. We go to the 8th inning at 6-1. Top of the 8th, Council Renneria and Eisenreich. Gene Nelson is in the pitch. And Gene Nelson, that'll be on the ground. They're going to get a McGuire one out. Florida, I mean, they're doing good. They're 4-0. They could go 5-0. They look to be very good. Here's Edgar Renneria. And that'll be on the ground and a base hit. So right now, Renneria will get it. A lot of really good players here. Top of the 8th one out, Jim Eisenreich, left field. And that'll be on the ground. This will be 6, 4, and 2 outs. Funny when a team starts like this. And I'm assuming they're going to go 5-0. Here's Moises Alou. 1 hit and 5 RBIs. That'll be to left. And that'll be caught. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The score, Florida 6, Oakland 1. Bottom of the 8th, Lansford, Henderson, and Canseco. They need to get people on. Matt Manti will come in, and he's going to face Carney Lansford. That'll be on the ground, and that'll be eaten up. 1 out by Darren Dalton. So Dalton, member of the Philadelphia Philly, playing for the 1993 Philadelphia Phillies. Here's Ricky Henderson, who's 2 for 3. Struck him out, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. Jose Canseco, 1 for 3. As we go into the bottom of the 9th. Bottom of the 8th, sorry, that'll be slow hit. It'll go short to first, they get him out. We go to the 9th, the score 6-1 Florida. 9th inning, Sheffield, Bonilla, and Dalton will come up. And here we go, the first one's gonna be ball 4. So Sheffield will get on. It's going to be all Gene Nelson. Bobby Bonilla 1 for 4 today with 2 RBIs, and it gets away. Not what they wanted. The Oakland Coliseum. And it's going to be their top of the 9th inning, Bonilla. 1 for 4, that's going to hit the ground. It'll be 1 for 5, but they get the man over. Sheffield will go to third now in sacrifice position. Here's Darren Dalton, 1 for 4. Dalton to left field. Will it be in? It will be in, and Darren Dalton with an RBI. It's 7-1. They're going to go to second, and they're going to throw it in, and Dalton gets a double. 7-1 Florida leading Oakland. And here's Devon White, the center fielder. 1 for 4, a home run and 2 RBIs. That'll be on the ground, and a base hit. It gets through. Will Dalton score? They're going to throw it home. They won't do anything. And 1 out. So right now it's Rick Honeycutt. Rick Honeycutt is in. I was wrong. Rick Honeycutt, the new pitcher. They're trying to save this game. Johnson, Council, and Renneria. Here's Johnson. And that's going to be a base hit. And now all of a sudden the floodgates are open. It's 8-1 now. Throwing all the way to third, and he's safe. So here's Craig Council now. So Rick Honeycutt, and now people are starting to leave. That's going to be high and to right. Underneath, will it be enough for a sacrifice? There's the catch, and there's the throw home, and it'll be 9-1. 9-1 in the top of the 9th, and Edgar Renneria. 2 for 5. And they walk him. So top of the 9th, Eisenreich now. Struck him out, and that'll be it. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, Florida 9, Oakland 1. Now we go to the bottom of the 9th, and Manti might even get a save here. Manti has been in for an inning. He might end up getting a save. He's not the closer. McGuire strikes out, 1 out. One out, Will Weiss. High pop fly. And underneath, that's going to be a catch, 2 outs. And now down to we've been having a lot of blowouts. Darren Lewis 0 for 3, probably the last guy of the game. Struck him out, and that's it. The Florida Marlins have won this game 9-1. They've outshone Oakland in every facet of the game. Oakland early on had some chances. The relief pitching for Florida fell apart, and Oakland was thoroughly dominated by Florida. Florida certainly showed their contention in a 9-1 win. Kevin Brown pitched a 62. 7 innings. He looked very good. And when I'm taking a look at it, Cy Young Award winner, he's it. You take a look at Florida. Dalton White and Renteria. Henderson, the only one there. That's the thing. And there it is. It's Kevin Brown. That is pretty good. And now they're going to do that. We're going to go back to the 5th and go all the way. So Seattle. The Tigers scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th and went 10-9. A great game. So they win 10-9 in the bottom of the 9th. And Skeeter Barnes, the player of the game, Skeeter Barnes, 4 for 5, raising his average to 440 and being an instrumental part of Detroit. On the other side, that was a final in 10. The Indians 9-6, they scored 5 in the top of the 9th. It was 6-4, and they end up winning this game. It was a very rain-soaked game. There was rain everywhere, and you could tell by the pitching it was just sloppy and ugly. Rain delay of 47 minutes kind of threw everything off, and it is what it is, but the Cleveland Indians got ahead. How about the Expos? A solid 5-0 win. And Moises Alou is up to 200, and this Moises Alou is looking good. Pat Listash, how about that? Bosio Martinez pitched an 80 today. What an absolute great thing. The Expos are 4-1. The Brewers are 0-5. They're looking for their win. How about the 1-0 win by the White Sox? Grebeck, the run scoring against Al Leiter. And Tim Raines was good. You see, everybody's starting to fill out. New York is having trouble here. And when you look at this, it was a cold day. Al Leiter was good at a 62, but Belcher was better at a 76. Hernandez got his first save of the year. Houston now, 6-4 winners. They're 4-1, and they're looking good. They're a team in the late 90s I think many people felt could have done some things. They got a really good lineup, and their offense is showing right now, and they have a good pitching. They do. Randy Johnson with the win. He pitched a 56, and there was a rain delay of 35 minutes. It was a rain-soaked day. Tommy Green just didn't do the job. Did not do the job. A 6-4 win as it was 4-1 Phillies. The Astros came back, then won 6-4. Randy Johnson, well, he was all right. Not the best he's been, but he held when he needed to. How about the Pirates not doing a thing? Look at their averages. 238 at 235 is the highest they do. And Jimmy Key a win, 8 2/3. And he did a good job. Arthur Rhodes got in a little bit. Drebeck is 0-2. The Pirates got to do something. They're 1-4. It's going to take a week or two for them to do things right. The Red Sox are now 2-3. They're a good team, and we all know it. And we all see it today. They just played a very good opponent. And then here in game number 5, they got back to being who they are. They just knocked around Texas, and Jeff Fry with 2 for 3, and I don't know. Well, they put in their subs after that. Taking a look now, we didn't see Cincinnati. And the Reds are 4-1. The Twins are 2-3 after coming off that split. Cincinnati is not so bad. Minnesota is not either. This could have easily been a World Series matchup in 1990. Two very good teams. And there we go. The Dodgers and the Blue Jays, well, just dominance by Toronto. And later on in the game, dominance as they pulled away. Toronto is good, but right now, really, their starting pitching not as good as it is. Maldonado, the MVP. You can read about him later. The Cardinals, well, late, a 3-run home run, Ron Gant. How about that for Ron Gant, the former Atlanta Brave? As you take a look, the Padres are 2-3, the first win of the year. In 12 innings, Andy Benes was very good at what he did. Now, how about the Cubs beating the Royals 6-3? Sammy Sosa in the top of the ninth did his job. And Sosa was 2 for 4. So you see Kerry Wood, the MVP, 7 1/3, pitched to 64. What a day there. A lot of MVPs being pitchers. How about Colorado getting down by California? California, not bad. Not a bad lineup. They want to win games and stuff like this. Colorado at home, it's their first game. You want to cut them a little bit of slack. But Jim Edmonds, the MVP, Edmonds, 3 for 5, 3 RBI. And look at the 5 in the top of the ninth. It was 3-2, then it was 8-2. The Braves, 5-1. They got ahead in the 8th and the 9th. They blew it open. They're undefeated. They're 5-0. They're 5-0, and they play a Giants team that they can really whoop up on. Greg Maddux is 2-0. Wohlers with 3 saves. Estes, not that great, and we already did the Marlins and the A's. Taking a look at the home website, Bernie Williams, we showed that yesterday. Today is the 6th. The 5th was all the games. So no news today. You see everything, the top teams. We'll show you the standings and statistics. There you go. You get to see all the stats. You could slow it down if you want. And you could easily slow it down if you want to slow it down, the streaks. Well, Lou was still 5 games. A lot of people with 5 games. And consecutive stolen bases. Stats and info, batting stats. Well, look at all of the top ones. And stats. So we'll go like this and then just go down. So you can pick your favorite team. Pittsburgh is, they're hitting 128 as a team. Pitching. Florida's only hitting 186. They have 2 saves. And the Pirates are 318 against them. They better right the ship. I'm telling you right now, the Pirates better right the ship. The Marlins and Braves are undefeated. Cincinnati, Houston, Chicago, and Montreal round out the top 6. And right now, the top 6, remember, we have 6 teams that go to the playoffs. The top 6, they haven't been able to get out everything. And look at the Pirates. Yeah, they're rounding out the bottom. They got to do a few things. Now 5 under our belt. Looking at tomorrow, probably go to Kansas City to see that one. Probably Kansas City, to see that game. Chicago and the Royals. Remember, it's only 2. People go up and down after 40. They could go on big losing streaks and big winning streaks, but you got to worry a little bit, especially if you're the Pirates. In the early part of the season, you look for the losers. In the late part of the season, you look for the winners. And right now, it's Chicago and Kansas City. There you go. That's it for today. We're going to see you later, and good luck to everybody. We'll see you later.